No, capitalism gives you
There's 7 million people in this country who have to work multiple jobs just to get by.
I have to work multiple jobs for a season.
They're forced to do that because either they do that or they starve.
Respectfully, if you do that for a period of your life, I understand it. If you're doing that for 30 years, you're doing something wrong. You shouldn't be working multiple jobs for the rest of your life.
So there's 40 million Americans who live below the poverty line in this country. There's 3 guys in this country that own 40% of the wealth. How does that work in a country that is
You really
built
want to go there? You want to go there? Okay, so let's talk about it. When we talk about the rich people at the top, okay, and you say, well, the rich don't pay enough taxes. Do you know what the bottom 50% of taxpayers in America pay towards the revenue that the government gets in taxes?
2%.
Do you know what the bottom 50% pays?
Tell me.
2% of taxes.
Yeah, 2%.
Do you know what the top 1% pays? The top 1% in tax revenue. What do you think the top 1% pays?
There's been several years.
Do you know what the top 1%? Do you know?
They've been nothing.
No,
in their
hang on a
federal
second.
taxes.
This is from the IRS. I'm not writing a blog from Huffington Post. The top 1% pays 42%
I'll say this: the
of
top
all
1%
tax
is
revenue.
about to pay.
Think about that for a minute. The top 1% of the wealthiest people in America pay 42% of all of the taxes. And the bottom 50% of America pay 2%. The government's terrible at managing money. We've seen it time and time again. But also at the same time, what makes these people think that if the wealthy people, let's say they pay 45% or 50% of all the taxes in America, if paying 42% hasn't solved the problem by the top 1% of people in America, then why would 50% or 60% solve the problem? The real issue here, I think, is the mindset of these individuals, right? They have a flawed mindset. I think at a certain point, wealthy people are gonna say, you know, enough's enough, right? Like, I mean, if you're gonna tax us on every little thing, right? And of course, you know, wealthy people are paying a lot of different types of tax, right? They're paying a lot of payroll tax. I mean, look at the Elons and the Bezoses. So we're talking about, you know, paying payroll tax on hundreds of thousands of people. They pay property tax. At what point do they just get the hell out of Dodge?